Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's already Thursday. How's everybody doing out there? The energy of the world feels a little or felt a little stressed yesterday. So is everybody pop in the remarks when you get a chance how you're doing? Are you great? Were you stressed yesterday? My barometer is Starbucks. I asked the people that work at Starbucks, how's everybody feeling today? And they said rushed. They were feeling really rushed yesterday. It feels like things are a little tense. So the question that popped into my head this morning is life easy? I shouldn't say that because we know life's not easy. Life's hard. You got to do a lot of work. But is life complicated? You know, it seems like we make life more complicated. You've heard me say my quote from Shakespeare that I love so much. Life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. A rough quote, but I think it's incredibly accurate. If you talk to people that are at the final stages of their life, you know, last night the Brewers lost in the playoffs, and Bob Uecker is still announcing for the Milwaukee Brewers at 92 years old. He threw out the first pitch in the first game 2 nights ago. And if you watch Bob get interviewed, he'll tell you that life is simple. Do what you love and be around the people that you care about and tell them that you care about them. It's that simple. People that have lived life and look back on it say that life actually really isn't that complicated. But now when we're in our 20s and 30s and 40s and even 50s, life seems very complicated. It seems hard. It seems a struggle. It seems like, you know, man, how do I get this done and how do I get ahead? You know, there's very few people that seem to be kicking life's ass. They're around, but it doesn't seem like they're the majority. But if you look at the people that really seem to have themselves together, I think that they've learned this lesson, that what's really important in life isn't complicated. Life itself is messy, very messy. All kinds of stuff goes wrong. All kinds of stuff goes the way that you don't want it to. That's just going to happen. But at the end of the day, what's really important is actually simple. It's hard to remember it in all the noise. There's so much going on and so many things that we have to do that it's hard to remember exactly what is the thing that you really want to focus on the most. And I think one of the things that can happen, why we have phrases like life is what happens while you're making other plans, is that all of a sudden another decade goes by, you get another one of those birthdays that end in 0, which always get our attention. And we look back and we go, man, what did I do in that last 10 years that was significant? Because I really don't feel like I did anything that was. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is such a great book for so many reasons. The thing that resonates with me with that book all the time when I look at it is to put first things first. To figure out what you want and then to schedule that that's what you're going to work on first in your day. You know, you guys all know that, so it's 6:09 for me. I've actually been up for not quite an hour and a half. I think I woke up about 4:45 today. And I let out Bolt. You know, Bolt is now part of my day. So Bolt and I go for a little bit of a walk. So that added a little bit, like 20 minutes or so to my morning. But I do my morning priming, which is like 15 minutes. And then I go through my roles and my goals. I upload first at the beginning of the day. Here's the things that I want to focus on today. Here's the things that I want to do today. And does that mean that at the end of every day, I feel like life went perfectly? Of course not. I get frustrated. I have my moments. I certainly don't have everything exactly how I would like it all the time. But since I've done those activities, is my life considerably different than it was 15 years ago? Considerably. And do I spend a lot more time doing the things that I want to do as opposed to the things that I got to do? Yeah, I do what I got to do so I can do what I want to do. The importance, I think, of this whole conversation is to remember that what's important can easily get lost. It's easy to forget what's important in life. So don't. Remember that the things that matter the most are do what you love, spend time with the people that you care about, and tell them that you care about them. At the end of the day, that's what's going to matter the most. I love Steve Jobs. We talked about his quote the other day. I love his quote where he said, I got up every day and I was like, if I'm not doing what I love, then I'm going to quit doing it, that I'm going to go do something else. We all say that we're going to take the time to do the trips, but do we ever actually plan them? You got to schedule these things. If you think about it, it's just a dream. When you write it down, now it starts to become a reality. When you schedule it, now it's actually going to happen. So as you start your day on this Thursday, we're heading into October, make sure that you schedule those things that are most important to you. Put first things first. Spend the time with those that you care about. Get the stuff done that you got to get done. Absolutely. But if we're killing time by doing nonsense, like watching social media, like watching television, if you want to do those things, great, but do them at the end. Do what you got to do what you want to do, and then the kill time part comes at the very. Sorry, I guess Facebook was having a problem. I think it's telling me it's time to be done. Put first things first. Life feels very complicated when you're in the middle of it because it's so messy. But I would submit to you that at the end, it's actually pretty simple. Do the things you want to do what you love, spend time with the people that you care about, and tell them that you care about them. Figure out how to schedule those things. Put them in your calendar. Tell people that you're going to do it. Commit, buy the tickets, do whatever it is to make sure that you are doing those events. Because at the end, we're not gonna be on our deathbed going, oh man, I remember that week that I worked 60 hours and I'm so proud of that. We're going to remember moments. We're going to remember times when we actually took the time to do the thing that we wanted to do with the person that we wanted to do it with, and we're going to be proud of those moments. And let's face it, life goes by pretty fast. As Ferris Bueller said, every now and then you got to stop and look around. Solid advice. Mr. Drehobel, great to see you this morning. Valerie, great to see you. Stephanie, thank you for being on this morning. A little bit early. Some people said that this was a better way to go, so I'm standing outside of my house in the dark. It's not that cold yet, thank goodness. Thank you so much for watching. I'm truly honored when people pop on. Have a great day, everybody. Schedule the stuff, do what you got to do, and spend time with the people that you want to spend with and do the things that you really, really love. Make sure you schedule some of that over the next week. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.